For a long time, I always viewed failures as disasters and constantly thought about things beyond my control. But life is a continuous series of challenges, and we cannot escape disappointments. How can we not only overcome, but also learn and grow from them? Failures and difficulties. The answer I found is the philosophy of Stoicism. On the advice of a friend, I decided to experiment by practicing the 7 basic principles and habits of Stoicism for a week. I wanted to see if I would change my thoughts and reactions could affect my happiness and resilience in the face of difficulties, and you know what? Results exceeded my expectations during those days. I replaced reflex feelings such as fear and helplessness with improved calm, with small exercises, with the aim of evaluating all problems objectively and logically. I imagined future obstacles from the perspective of a Stoic who helped transform fear into responsibility. I focused on developing wisdom and character rather than just pursuing self-esteem. This has given me a new path to true contentment. In this video, I will share with you the lessons I have learned and how I apply them in my daily life. Together, we will explore 7 habits that changed my life in a week and see how they can help you on your journey if you are ready for a personal journey and transformation through the Stoic philosophy. I invite you to join me until the end of this video because every lesson will help you. Discover Stoic philosophy, a guiding light that dispels darkness and leads you to a better life. Habit number 1. Pay attention to your impressions. Have you ever stopped and wondered, what do the first impressions you experience, the natural emotions and thoughts that arise when you meet someone, participate in an event, or face a new situation? Me in your life, we often don't realize it, but these initial moments hold immense power in shaping our perspectives and how we interact with the world from the perspective of Stoic philosophy, being aware of and adjusting. These impressions is not just an artistic view, but also a necessary step towards a meaningful self-directed life, with the ability to control one's mind for myself. Applying habit number 1 to daily life has opened a new door to self-awareness and personal development. I once faced a difficult situation when I didn't achieve the promotion I had expected after years of effort. Initially, my emotions turned negative, as everything seemed to crumble and I lost sight of my self-worth. However, when I encountered the teachings of Stoic philosophy, I learned that these natural reactions often tend to exaggerate reality, turning a common disappointment into an unnecessary tragedy instead of drowning in negative emotions. I focused on identifying and analyzing these impressions, taking a step back to objectively evaluate whether they truly reflected reality through the process of pausing and reflecting. I discovered the power in separating emotions from reality. This allowed me to face situations calmly and thoughtfully rather than reacting hastily and without consideration. In the case of missing out on a promotion, although I initially felt disappointed, I quickly shifted my thinking towards a positive and rational direction. I realized that this event didn't comprehensively reflect my personal value. Instead, it presented an opportunity for me to gain a clearer understanding of my strengths and weaknesses, laying the foundation for personal improvement and development. I patiently awaited feedback from my managers and remained open to learning and adapting to every situation. Therefore, observing and paying attention to your impressions is a key element in Stoic philosophy. It not only helps us understand and control natural reactions, but also enhances our ability to distinguish between emotions and reality. By refining this approach, we create a more self-directed, meaningful, and peaceful life. While continuously fostering personal progress, habit number 2 differentiates between what you can and cannot control. In habit number 2, I will guide you to the lesson of the dichotomy of control, one of the important lessons of the Stoic philosophy here. I will show you how to recognize and distinguish what is within our reach, elements that we can change or influence, and what is beyond our control, things that cannot be changed despite our efforts or desires. For example, mine is health, something I can actively improve. As a healthy person, I exercise regularly and take care of my health even when I'm sick. On the other hand, other people's opinions about me are something I cannot control. I have experienced disappointment and pain when I felt betrayed by friends I trusted, but instead of getting angry and blaming, I decided to shift my focus to building new relationships and maintaining my integrity. I behaved politely and cautiously, always remembering that respecting other people's time is a way to show respect. For them, confidence grows when I realize my ability to control is greater than I thought. I try to manage my time. I think wisely before I speak, and I always look for solutions, instead of letting emotions overwhelm me, even if the results are not always perfect. In every effort, integrity and inner peace are worth valuing. Awareness of the dichotomy of control is not only a theory, but also a powerful tool, so that not only I have a more peaceful life and a happier life can lead if we focus on what we can change and accept what we do. If we can't do that, we become stronger in thinking, more flexible in action, and more determined in our goals. This is the first step in building a resilient spirit, a key element in the search for happiness and success in life from the perspective of memoryism. Habit number 3, overcome negative visualization. Imagine in my thoughts, it's not just an action of the mind, but also a journey through the paths of life. When I take a step back and look back at the path I've traveled, I realize that I've used the power of imagination to create tragic scenes, negative scenarios that I feared would become reality. But when I approach life from the perspective of Stoic philosophy, a significant change has occurred in the past. The prospect of losing my job worried me and kept me awake, especially in the past year of 2023, when the global economy was declining. In the past year, despite my efforts and many achievements, I received unexpected layoff notices that fear haunted me even in my dreams. I shared with you about my fear of negative imagination. What about you? Do you feel the same way as I do, or are you facing different fears? Leave a comment below and share your fears with me to overcome my own fears. I learned to look at things differently through Stoic philosophy. What I worry and fear is not just a threat, but also an opportunity for me to build a tighter financial strategy, a necessary step to ensure a stable future rather than just a burden. And every number on the financial plan is not just numbers, but specific steps towards sustainable security. Similarly, imagining a future where health may not be as it is now no longer terrifies me. Instead, it's a silent reminder for me to focus more on maintaining my health every day, from choosing nutritious food, maintaining an exercise schedule, to taking time for rest and rejuvenation. Every small decision of mine is guided by that vision, and finally, by facing difficult situations in my imagination, I have learned how to respond flexibly and wisely to reality. I no longer see every challenge as an obstacle, but as opportunities for me to become stronger and smarter. Transforming worry into action from negative thinking to positive thinking not only helps us overcome difficulties, but also opens new doors for us to continue learning, growing, and maturing. Stoic for philosophy is not just a theory. It is a powerful tool for transformation, bringing strength and inner peace in our endless journey of life. Habit number 4, voluntary practice. Discomfort. As I began my journey to explore Stoic philosophy not only did I approach the subject through books and lectures, but I was also determined to apply these principles to every aspect of my daily life. I realized that the foundations of modern life, filled with amenities and facilities, actively creating and overcoming challenges, no matter how small, bring profound benefits. Not only do these challenges help me improve my ability to deal with uncertainty, but they also educate me, asked me about the value of patience and self-control. One practice I implemented was to consciously turn off the fan and air conditioning for a certain period of time each day. This may be seen as a small action, but it gave me unexpected self-control. Controlling uncomfortable heat. I have learned to accept and adapt to less than ideal living conditions, thereby preparing myself to deal with unexpected events such as power outages or the failure of electronic equipment. I also practiced frugality and self-sufficiency. By minimizing my use of Uber and choosing to walk more, this was not only a financial savings measure, but also a way to improve my health, patience, and a detailed daily planning skills. But most importantly, it helped me develop an attitude that does not depend on comfort and convenience, and through this experience, makes me feel less passive or a victim of unexpected circumstances. I'm learning to accept and deal with the things I can't change. I focus my energy on what I can control and always see every challenge, big or small, as an opportunity to become stronger and more independent. Stoic philosophy is not just a theory, it has become a principle. Rector in my life, a compass that helps me move forward with confidence and inner strength. Habit number 5. Reflect on your interconnectedness in a society where individualism reigns, where every action seems to be measured by personal gain. We often forget a profound truth, that every decision from the smallest to the largest is not just an individual footprint on the sands of time, but also invisible marks on the vast fabric of humanity in Stoic philosophy. Habit 5 reminds us of the power and responsibility of each individual action. We are not only independent individuals, but also important pieces of a larger community. Through Stoicism, we learn to live a meaningful life, improve ourselves, and contribute to the happiness of those around us. In the journey of life, we often encounter unforeseen challenges and conflicts. However, how we react to these situations not only reflects ourselves, but also affects the surrounding environment. My story reflects the truth about this. When I choose not to react angrily to others, despite the challenges, I not only keep my mind in a state of peace, but also send a strong message to those around me that calmness and acceptance can overcome all difficulties every time I treat others with compassion, even when they don't deserve it. I am not only protecting myself from negative impacts, but also contributing to building a more humane world. Indeed, every act of kindness, every gentle word, is not only an expression of character, but also fresh seeds planted in the hearts of others. We will never know the true impact of a small gesture, a comforting word, or a patient decision deep in our souls. Each of us always sows small seeds that can grow into mighty ancient trees, creating a cool and peaceful space for the souls around us. Life, despite its challenges and injustices, always holds endless possibilities for us to paint beautiful pictures of positive change. The key lies in the smallest actions. Guided by a generous heart and a clear mind full of love and compassion, when our every step is guided by noble values, we not only nurture peace in our own souls, but also become a source of inspiration for harmony and progress in the community. This is the profound and precious essence that Stoic philosophy brings. Habit number 6 focuses on virtue and character in the journey to seek wisdom through the Stoic lifestyle. I have learned that the measure of intelligence lies not in excellence or the admiration of others, but rather in consistency of character. A complete picture of perseverance and sincerity in this fast-paced world, where the pursuit of fame and personal success often leads to short-sighted thoughts and unhealthy behaviors. I chose a different path, and I believe you did too. I have started to stop comparing myself to others on social media. I no longer count the number of followers I have or compare my ratings with those of friends. Instead, I decided to focus on inner growth and cultivating qualities such as patent honesty and generosity. These are certain steps on the path to self-improvement. No matter how complex life may ultimately become, personal development is not a race, but a long, meaningful journey with spiritual freedom. In this process, I learned the value of self-control, not letting myself be controlled by social pressures or unrealistic external expectations, helped me feel freer in my thoughts and actions. I learned to accept myself with all strengths and weaknesses, and from then, I began to realize that the true value of a person does not depend on what he owns or what achievements he has achieved, but on how he achieves it, challenges in life, and overcome them. I also learned that we don't always have to be the best, and that it is important to become the best version of ourselves, which not only helps me be more at peace with myself, but it also helps me build sincere and deep relationships with other people, so that my life is not just full of successes, but successes are also measured by experiences, lessons, and relationships that I have built and developed. Finally, we need to realize that the greatest change is not external achievements, but the deep transformation in our soul, and spirit. Autonomy and peace are not goals, but continuous journeys, a continuous process of development. By applying habit number 6, you will discover the true value of living a meaningful life, not only for yourself, but also for the people around you. Habit number 7, maintain an objective perspective in the last enduring habit. Join me in acknowledging the great value of maintaining an objective attitude. This habit not only helps me distance myself from negative emotions like insecurity or arrogance, but also opens up a new perspective on the world around me and my own self. Every day, I allocate time for meditation and journaling. These moments of silence are not only opportunities for self-examination and reflection, but also times for me to listen to the true inner voice. Meditation helps me relieve stress and focus on the present, while journaling allows me to systematically and deeply record and analyze my thoughts and emotions. Whenever I feel that life is overwhelming me, I often pause and ask myself, if a close friend were in this situation, how would I advise them? This approach helps me view every issue from a different angle, enabling me to eliminate biases and inaccurate emotions, thereby finding objective and effective solutions. It's not just about finding answers for myself, but also about learning how to empathize and support others better. This habit has become an indispensable part of my daily life, helping me not only overcome challenges but also develop a positive, flexible, and energetic mindset. I believe that not only I but anyone can learn valuable lessons from Stoic philosophy to enrich their lives. When we conclude this journey with Stoic philosophy, we will feel profound joy and boundless gratitude. These habits are not just tools to help you overcome difficulties, but also indispensable companions on the path of self-development. They help us realize that, despite life's many challenges, the strength to face and overcome them lies within each of our hearts and minds. Like Sena, a talented Stoic philosopher, once said to bear trials with a calm mind robs misfortune of its strength and burden. That is the most valuable lesson that Stoicism has brought to me, and I hope it will also be a source of inspiration for you on your journey to find meaning and happiness in life. When we apply Stoic philosophy to our lives, it is not a quick process, especially in the modern world filled with anxieties and distractions. However, I found that even the simplest steps bring positive changes in our thinking, relationships, and our ability to bounce back by spending 5 to 10 minutes every morning in objective reflection, visualizing challenges, and focusing on reason. My days will be wonderful and more effective. The most important thing to remember is to be patient with yourself. Progress may come slowly, but will ultimately produce great results. Persevere and accept failure in the end as part of the process. Your tireless efforts will be rewarded after just 1 week of applying these principles. I felt a noticeable change so I encourage all of us, even the most skeptical of us, to try all 7. Stoic habits. I introduce to you. I'm sure you won't lose anything, but you can make positive changes in your life as we complete today's video. Remember that your journey is just beginning if you find these ideas useful, not. Feel free to like and share this video with friends and family. Leave your comments. What do you think about Stoicism? Do you have any habits you'd like to try at next week? Your comments and sharing are valuable sources of inspiration for our growth together. And most importantly, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so you can see the upcoming videos, in which we continue. Don't miss exploring, learning, and sharing valuable knowledge and life lessons. Together, we will build a strong community rich in knowledge and positive energy. Thank you for spending time with me today. Remember that every day is a new opportunity to become the best version of yourself. See you in the next videos.